Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. It's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Toppin is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett at the small forward. And for the Suns, they've got Young, Jay Crowder out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard. Outside Robinson. And Thompson sends it back. Crowder with it. And they'll get another chance. Young finds Cousins. The shot's good.
Well, nice finish. DeMarcus has the ability to absorb contact and still make the play.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Pass to Quickly. Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Bridges, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Robinson left side. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put them over the limit.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Brunson, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brunson, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problem?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single 3. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
First one falls for him.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now off the inbound, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Barrett kicks to Brunson. And the Knicks miss again. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Thompson, the bounce pass. Passes it to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so New York calls timeout. Their first. And the Knicks making a change here. Rose is checked in. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Brunson against Young. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 6.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Here's Cousins, and he makes good on the layup.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rose finds Brunson. Barrett, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges misses. Young against Brunson. Here's Toppin. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
New York ball.
Brunson scanning the floor over Young.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, we're used to seeing a lot of player movement in the offseason, so how long do you think it takes, Doris, for a reconstructed team to get together and find that mesh point?
Kevin, that is not an answer we will know. A season has to play out. Look back to the Boston Celtics, who were 20-21 at one point before going on to the NBA Finals. Chemistry, how you're going to play, new faces, all of these things have to find a way to come together. Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
Now here's Brunson. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Pass to Thomas. Thompson outside. Back to Thomas. They get it back. And Cousins kicks to Thomas. Cousins trying to free himself up. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Cousins.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 3. Bridges left side. Inside. Here's Cousins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Jeff Green is checked in for Phoenix. Smith comes in for Bridges. Then for the Knicks, Sims is checked in. And it's Reddish in for Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 3. Rose scanning the floor. Kicks it to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Doubled by Smith. Barrett dishes to Sims.
2 minutes remaining.
Rose gets a wide open look. New York, no good that time either.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Nice shot by Smith.
Oh, my goodness. How good is that pass? When Isaiah Thomas is on the floor, what a leader.
Rose against Thomas. Sims. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's the screen. Here's Barrett. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And now just a 1-point Suns lead, and it's Phoenix's ball. The drive by Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, you can let the game come to you at times, or in that instance, Mr. Cousins initiating the action.
Nice move. And it's Rose missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Thomas, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Down low, here's Sims, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Sims has got his second bucket. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Johnson. Smith outside. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Suns making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for New York.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Rose against Thomas. To the paint, cuts off the pass. 1 second left. That shot is off. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Phoenix.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Setting the floor for the Knicks. He'll be topping out there with Reddish. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's quickly in at the 2-guard spot. New York trailing. Now Brunson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
That one falls for Brunson. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left. for the encore.
You know, that one's a tough one to take. You force the extra session, and then you have the heartbreak of not being able to get it done in the extra session. Brutal.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
They get it again. Robinson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Robinson's got 6 points.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality. Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King. Now here's Brunson. He's got 13.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
New York calls timeout. Thompson is checked in for Phoenix. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Barrett's checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Quickly against Thompson. And here's Reddish. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Stolen by Thompson. Goes up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Klay Thompson has a reputation as a long, tenacious defender. This guy excels at realizing when to go for it.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Count the basket. 6 points for Devin Booker.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
They double him with Booker. To the right side. Reddish with the ball. He's guarded by Booker. Shot clock at 5. Toppin passes to Quickly. On the 3 off target. The Suns have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Outside Robinson. Back to Quickly. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Quickly's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass. That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
And here's Barrett. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. And it's quickly in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suns leading by 3. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
New York's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's the pass to Barrett. Ejected by Young, and he gets it back.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Thompson finds Crowder. Young outside. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Knicks trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Johnson. Smith comes in for Booker, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Young. Here's Hartenstein. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Now, here's Barrett. 7-point differential.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Cousins has got 14 points for the game.
He's got the whole arsenal on display right now. This guy can score it in so many different ways.
Pass to Hartenstein.
2 minutes remaining.
Quickly with a wide open look. New York, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Traps in the tray. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Pass to Quickly. 6 to shoot.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. They grabbed their own miss. They could use a bucket. Tries yet again. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Knicks trail by 16. Here's Quickly. He had 15 points last outing. Outside Rose. Over Thomas. Here's Sims. Good work defensively by Crowder.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
Nailed from three-point land.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. On deep. It's rebounded by Quickly. Pass to Sims. And here's Rose outside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Suns lead by 17. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Phoenix Suns.
They're leading because of the work on the offensive glass. Step one, grab the board. Step two, put it back in their face.
Yeah, some teams like to send everyone back on defense. They've taken the opposite approach.
And now let's talk about that first half. A look at the top performers from both teams so far.
These guys are leading their way offensively. It's hard work doing all that scoring. Wouldn't you agree with that, Shaq?
Not for me, it was a piece of cake or barbecue chicken, whichever you prefer, or both at the same time. I'm hungry.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Suns. Thompson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Young in at the point guard. That's the five to begin the second half for Monty Williams. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
Young outside from deep three-point range. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Brunson against Young. Now here's Brunson on the wing quickly. Off target from outside.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Thompson with the bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Knicks trail by 21. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Barrett, and the rejection by Cousins.
7'6" wingspan in the house, and he says, get it out of here. Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Booker, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Phoenix leading by 19. You know, Doris, I feel for guys like Emmanuel Quickly. The college tournament canceled his final season.
And that's brutal. You can never replace the excitement of March. But Quickly is starting a long NBA career at last. That 2020 tournament cancellation ended a lot of college basketball careers.
So for the Suns, Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Thompson. And a switcher also for New York. Reddish, he's checked in for Barrett. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Suns. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And I think for the Suns,
What an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
It's stolen by Reddish. Out to the right wing. Brunson with a clean look. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Assist goes to.
And that's 15 points here for Jalen Brunson. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Bounce pass, Toppin. Young with the steal. Booker outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's quickly in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix leading by 18. From deep three-point range. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And here's a look at some numbers for Mitchell Robinson. Knicks trail by 18. Quickly with it, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is Barrett. Booker's got 11.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Quickly uses the glass to finish the layup. Quickly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Young. Then for the Knicks, it's checked in for Reddish. And it's Rose in for Quickly. That'll be a 5-second call. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. Well, that's easier said than done. You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Thomas, taking a look at his stats, is averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Robinson? And he's among the top 15 in rebounding, just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Cousins, no one around him, and they get it back. Jacks up a three. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Cousins has got 19 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Rose. Lays it up off the glass.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
Here's Booker. The shot will not fall. And New York the other way now. Feeds to Sims, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. To the middle, Sims kicks to Brunson. The pass to Barrett. The tray. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Brunson.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
And here is Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Suns #1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. It's a big-time three.
Pass to Brunson. Powered down with both hands.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Bridges outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Barrett wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. 11-point game. Over in the corner, Rose beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Barrett's got 9 points.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Stolen by Rose. To the inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
For 3, Booker, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got R.J. Barrett. Derrick Rose is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Obi Toppin, and it's Robinson in at the 5. Here's Barrett. Quickly setting the pick for Barrett. Rejected by Young.
And we talk about the many ways Young affects this game. Shot blocking rarely comes up, but it's a testament to his hustle and determination.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Suns?
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Knicks trail by 11. And Barrett gets it to go.
Assisted.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That bucket in no time at all. And the Suns lead by 12.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically. Just recharge here quickly.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. But one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. Down low, here's Barrett. The kick out to Rose. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
New York ball. Shooting for New York, Derrick Rose. Shooting 1.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Toppin sets a screen for Barrett. On the wing quickly. Outside Rose. Fires the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Rose has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. Three-pointer. Crowder. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Rose. The three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by New York. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Oh, yeah, and Nash is RJ's godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
Cousins dishes to Thompson. Good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 6 assists now in the game. Quickly against Young. Takes a shot at the elbow. Thompson inside the line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, Klay Thompson is dialed in, and for the defense, that's a problem.
New York calls timeout. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Passes to Quickly. Ball's knocked loose. Young with the steal. Cousins finds Thomas. Back to Cousins. Young outside. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To the middle. Here's Barrett. Up and in on the layup.
This is a relentless scorer who is unafraid to work on the inside in the paint. RJ making his presence felt.
Thompson misses. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 13. Thomas with the block. Rose against Cousins. There's the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Barrett the pass to Robinson. New York moving it around. Here's Rose. Thomas with the block.
Wow, how about the timing from the 5'9" guard? Isaiah Thomas wants to be taken seriously on the defensive end.
Here's Cousins. Hits it from 3-point range. Cousins has got 24.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rose with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. And Thomas with the block. They recover it. 4 on the clock. Quickly the pass to Toppin. Rebound by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And a deep 3 from Young. Pass to Crowder. From deep. And they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. The 3. The pass to Toppin. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, big men like Toppin need to shoot from range, and he's showing he's got tremendous touch.
Knicks trail by 16. Barrett for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And it goes down!
He did it! Yeah. No, he didn't!
New York with the ball.
and this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cousins.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
You cannot afford to give Klay Thompson even an inch of space. This guy can pull up on a dime.
Hartenstein, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The assist.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And Thompson gets it to go.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And it's the Suns' ball. And Cousins kicks to Thompson. Now here's Cousins, guarded closer. Lets the three fly offline. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks very much, Klay. You had it going tonight. Now, when you are that hot, what are you trying to do on the court?
Took a couple bad shots, a couple heat checks, but they went in tonight, fortunately. When you got the hot hand, you're just looking for that little ounce of space because all you need is an inch or two, and that thing's just flicking off your wrist so easy, and it just happened to be one of those nights.
That leads to one of those wins for your team, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.